Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 8:55 a.m.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. If you find yourself thinking in circles today, just roll with it. Because it's Pi Day, or 3.14. I've written a rap for the occasion. Just ask me to rap about pi.
Alexa, rap about pie.
Got my mind on a number, lucky number on mine. 3.14159. My day is Pi Day, diameter, circumference, infinite, irrational without an encumbrance. Going round in circles like a revolving door, feeling transcendental over 3.14. I'll take a slice of that never-ending pie. I'll take a sweet slice of that lucky number pie.
Well, that woke me up. I was feeling dozy. I feel hot 24/7. I can't get cool. I've now got the windows, the door, the other window is open. I just can't get cool. But obviously it is cold outside and I can't go out in shorts and a t-shirt because it's raining. But usually it's more milder when it does rain. So yeah, it's Tuesday. My mum's just rung. She's called me Janestra. My name is Crystal. I'm proud of myself. I don't need to hide. We all go out in wet weather with hooded coats on and umbrellas. There's nothing strange in that, is there? I want one of those long coats. Have you seen those long coats? They're the fashion, aren't they? They're like long puffer jackets that go right to your ankles. I don't know how much they cost. They probably cost a fortune. But there's a lot of women going around with like long puffer jackets. So it's like, you know, the parka, the puffer jackets like round your waist. These ones are right down to your ankles. And they must be nice and warm, zipped up jackets. I haven't got one. I've only got short little jackets. You know, my yellow like jacket and my blue jacket and my camouflage jacket. I haven't got a coat that goes right down to the floor, unfortunately. I'd like one. So, it's raining. It started raining. As I do every morning, I've gone out to check what my electricity is on. For the moment, it's okay. But it will need to be topped up again shortly. And this is no joke. To keep this flat heated and to keep the electricity on, I have to put other bills off. And I don't know if anybody else is having to do it. It's a pain in the arse because you have to go through your bills and you have to say, right, which one's more important than the other? And water is important, isn't it? But is the gas important for washing up and having a shower? Is the electric important for your lights and your cooker? So you have to decide which bill comes first, electric, gas, and the water. So yeah, you need water. I do need water. The water is expensive. I have to pay for it monthly. And sometimes, like, something comes out of your bank account that you've forgotten about yonks ago and takes a chunk out of it. So that's my life at the moment. Deciding which bills to pay in order of importance. Obviously water is important. And I don't know if they can actually disconnect you from the water supply. I'm not sure. It shouldn't be allowed. neither should these electric and gas meters be allowed to cut straight off and cut people off of electricity and gas. But it does happen. It does happen, and people have been found sat there with no heating and no electric because their meters run out and they can't afford to top it up. You try and get through to these phone numbers because automatically, right, when you ask for help, ring this number. It took me, right, an hour to get through to British Gas. An hour. And then you've got to have the money. If it's a landline, it's fucking up the landline bill. If you're on your mobile, it's taking all your top up off. So you get told, right, go and ring this number. Go and ring the Citizens Advice Bureau. And you're on the phone for hours trying to get through and you give up. I think they do that on purpose, don't they? They leave you on hold for an hour and a half, so you give up. And it's eaten all your fucking phone credit. And as for people not paying their TV licence and then threatening them with prison, I mean really, when we've got criminals being let out on early parole for attacking somebody and dealing in cocaine, and they never pay the debt. What these thieves that have stolen from the elderly and beaten them up, right? Stolen their precious ornaments and photographs, wrecked their house, right? They come out of prison, they never pay the debt back. Never pay it back, yet you get penalised for not being able to pay your utility bills. The whole system needs revamping, redoing. The judicial system is ancient. Some offenders commit so many crimes before they actually get put in prison. They've got a list as long as your arm of what they've done before they've actually gone to jail. Well, you don't know who you're mixing with outside, do you? You don't know. That's why I don't tend to talk to strangers, because you just don't know who somebody is. They just look like an ordinary person down the street. They could have been in prison for murder. I just don't know. So I've spoken to my mum. I don't know, it's going back to years ago when I had difficulty paying bills. With the council tax, they can take it out of your benefit. If you don't pay the council tax, they can actually take it out of your benefit. They can. What happened at Lansdowne Court was I had trouble paying my water bill, and this guy came out supposedly from, I think it was, I don't know, Southern Water back then, and he had a bird tattoo on his arm, and he knocked on my door, and he went, you haven't paid your water bill isn't up to date, you owe so and so many pounds. I went, well, I can't afford to pay and give it to you now, and he managed to con my national insurance number out of me. So he said, if you give me your national insurance number, I'll set up some sort of direct debit or something for you. Do you know what he did? What that water board official did, whatever, he actually contacted the job centre, and he somehow convinced the job centre to take my water bill out of my disability benefit. How they managed to do that without my permission, I don't know. A great big chunk of £40 every 2 weeks was coming out of my disability benefit. Because they sent a guy from the water board. He asked me for my national insurance number, And I thought, right, he said, I'm going to see if I can get something sorted out for you. He only contacted the job centre and told them to take the money out of my fucking disability benefit. So they knock at the door and they con vulnerable people, because that £40 every couple of weeks made me almost destitute. Got to be careful who you answer the door to. I've been through hell and back, and I'll probably go through hell and back every single day, but I mean, there you go. I'm fortunate that in extreme circumstances I've got a relative to go to help me. But as soon as I put money on my electric and gas, great big chunks gone for a debt. And I get disabled allowance. I mean, it's ridiculous. I've got up this morning and I've got like a pain in the back, and I'm actually struggling to walk around the field at the moment. I'm struggling. I've got nerve damage, and I think it's spread down my back and down to my back and my spine, because obviously it's going to deteriorate. I mean, I had trauma to the head. It was the left side, and of course it started to spread right down my arm and leg and my back. The other day, I'm just concentrating on trying to walk properly at the moment. That's why I've been on at Hyde Housing to fix that lift, because if they don't fix that lift and keep it maintained, they'll have to move me out the property. I've been struggling to walk because the back of my spine hurts. I smile, I do little balloon videos and I do that, but you know, you don't see off camera, you don't see. And you know, carrying the camera around, how I'm actually treated in shops, and I get stressed and upset because I am disabled. I get stressed, I get upset, I get pushed and shoved out the way. Men don't let me out the way. I get doors slammed in my face, and I'm a woman. Alexa, puzzler.
Good morning. Welcome back to Puzzler. Would you like to play your daily crossword or hear the high scores?
Daily crossword.
I'll hand over to Alexa for the first clue. Happy puzzling.
Missing. 4-letter word.
Alexa, lost.
Here's a clue you haven't solved yet.
Pass the tongue over. Something. First letter, L.
Alexa,
It has 4.
skip.
Okay, we'll skip this clue.
Nearly vertical. Cliff face. First letter, S. There are 5 letters.
Alexa, skip.
Okay, we'll skip this clue.
Large group of soldiers. It has 4 letters.
Alexa, army.
Time for the next question.
Make a sound like a donkey. Last
Alexa,
letter.
nay. Bray.
That's not
Alexa,
quite right.
No, it's the
Alexa,
wrong.
Bray.
The clue is, make a sound like a
Alexa,
donkey.
B-R-A-Y, Bray.
Great. You're 50% complete.
Obvious. Plain. Last letter, R. 5-letter word.
Alexa, skip.
Okay, we'll skip this clue.
Nearly vertical. Cliff face. S. Blank blank blank. R. 5 letters.
Alexa, spear.
Oh no, that's wrong.
Alexa, clue.
Here's a clue.
S. Blank blank. E. R.
Alexa, skip.
Okay, we'll skip this clue.
Obvious. Plain. Last letter, R. There are 5 letters.
Alexa, clear.
On to the next question.
Pass the tongue over. Something.
Pass.
L. Blank. C. Blank. It has 4
Alexa,
letters.
lick.
Great stuff. This is your last clue.
Nearly vertical. With face. S.
B,
Blank.
C,
E.
D.
E. R. 5 letters.
Alexa, shear. Alexa, shear.
I'm sorry, that's not the right answer.
Alexa, steer. I know it was.
Congratulations. You've completed this puzzle.
You did it in 2 minutes, 59 seconds. This was your 30th fastest time for daily crosswords.
Main menu. Would you like to hear the high scores, open shop, or exit game?
Exit game.
We hope you enjoy playing.
Check out the highest rated voice games. Just say Open Yak Yak Games.
Right guys, I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee and try and relax and carry on with the rest of my day. You know, life is hard, it's hard for everybody, and we smile, we joke, we muck around, but off camera it can be a different story. Depression is also very serious, it's nothing to be laughed at, and you don't encourage someone when they feel miserable to do something they shouldn't do. It's so easy to get rid of the trouble, the so-called trouble, by making someone feel so miserable and so upset, so lonely, that they feel that they have to stay indoors trapped and or do something bad for attention. And I don't do that. I'm quite happy to stay in the background and help people from the background. But I am getting older. I am 54. What I did years ago, I can't do now, and I've come to accept that. Right? And if you push and you push and you push, you're going to make me extremely ill and possibly put me in hospital. And if that's what you want, okay. If that's what you want, me stuck in hospital, disabled and that, you keep pushing, you keep taking the mick, you keep going, you keep upsetting me and making me feel awful about myself, and you push me over the edge. Go and do that. And if that makes you happy, great. I'm glad you're happy. But I'm not violent, I'm not a criminal. I'm a 54-year-old woman who's been homeless. I've lost my kids. I'm carrying on because that's what I was told to do. And I just accept life as it is and carry on, right? I don't scream, shout for attention. I'm quite happy to sit here and just talk quietly. See you later.